Introducing first, the Raw Tag Team Champions, first, Cesaro! And his partner, Shaymus.
The team that ended the record-setting reign of 483 days of New Day. Sheamus and Cesaro set to defend the tag team titles here tonight as part of the Royal Rumble kickoff show. We are at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. Over 50,000 WWE fans expected here tonight. Why are there two referees assigned to this match? We'll take you back to 2 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw.
It's hard to remember how close they came to losing.
Sheamus and Cesaro will both be a part of the Royal Rumble match later on tonight. You have to wonder how that knowledge will affect them defending their tag team titles.
I can tell you right now, Sheamus and Cesaro better only be focused on their opponents right now. You can't look ahead.
At a combined weight of 505 pounds, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
Despite that false win, you got to believe there's a lot of confidence oozing off of Gallows and Anderson heading into this match here tonight.
Anderson and Gallows, who have been tag team champions around the world, still waiting for their first taste of WWE Championship gold. And the Royal Rumble kickoff show is brought to you by the brand new WWE mobile game, Champions, where finally you can answer, who is the greatest of all time? It's available free now on the App Store and Google Play.
WWE Universe still filing in here to the Alamo Dome, expecting well over 50,000 members of the WWE Universe. It's going to be a massive night. And what a stage for Gallows and Anderson. What an opportunity to become the WWE Raw Tag Team Champions.
Two men who live by the motto, being mean and making green.
And it's about the Raw Tag Team Championship. Two officials signed to this matchup. Carl Anderson, a four-time IWGP Tag Team Champion. 3 of those times with his current partner, Luke Gallows. Anderson had the longest reign and the most title defenses in the IWGP Tag titles, and Cesaro quickly comes out of the box, looks for the cover, and a kick out quickly at 2 by Anderson. Cesaro looking to put this matchup away early.
Look at the power display by Cesaro.
Gut wrench by Cesaro again. Isn't enough to put Anderson away, and a kick out at 2.
Pound for pound, Cesaro possibly the single strongest member of the entire WWE roster.
And Anderson immediately matching that aggression.
Now you see the second official assigned outside the ring getting involved early. Saw a lot of shenanigans over the past few weeks, including this past Monday Night on Raw, where Gallows beat Cesaro, and there's the battering ram from Sheamus, cover by the tag team champion, and a kick out by Anderson.
I talked to Cesaro earlier, and he said, the last couple weeks have forced himself and Sheamus to kind of rethink their game plan a little bit, re-strategize how they approach Gallows and Anderson.
There's a great double team again. Cesaro and Sheamus have become great champions. Cover on Anderson, who again powers out at 2.
When it comes to tag teams, there is no substitute for chemistry. Cesaro and Sheamus have built a great deal in the past few months, but Gallows and Anderson are like brothers. They have been a team for far longer.
Oh, Anderson right to the jaw. Yeah, they may be brothers in this matchup, but later on tonight, it's friend versus friend and foe versus foe. Every man for himself at the Royal Rumble match. Luke Gallows in off the tag, and Corey Luke is a just incredibly large man.
Very, very big. 6'8", over 300 pounds. Gallows is dangerous and agile for a man of his size.
Cesaro ducks underneath the wild clothesline. There's that springboard uppercut. Isn't enough to put Gallows away. Hook of the leg, and again a kick out by Gallows. But Cesaro and Sheamus very much the aggressors in the early going.
I think that's part of going back to the game plan, realizing, look, we're dealing with two very aggressive individuals in Gallows and Anderson. We've got to up the ante.
Double suplex by the tag champs. And Sheamus looking to inflict more damage. The 270-pound Celtic Warrior with a knee to Gallows isn't enough to keep the titles in a kick out.
Sheamus has been doing a lot of mixed martial arts training to improve his conditioning.
And considers himself to be in the best shape of his career as Cesaro makes the tag.
Oh, wow. Did you hear that?
Yeah, two of the most powerful men in WWE today, Sheamus and Cesaro. Frequent tags in and out, keeping Gallows isolated in their corner. Great tag team wrestling here, Corey.
It's fun to watch Cesaro and Sheamus because it's almost a constant game of one-upsmanship. There's still a friendly rivalry between the partners, which leads to bad situations for their opponents.
And Gallows in a big backdrop.
Cesaro coming down hard on that shoulder.
Anderson and Gallows tweeting out that it would be too sweet to win the tag team titles tonight, of course. Oh, and look at Cesaro fighting back, trying to get out of the corner and make a tag to Sheamus.
Yeah, Cesaro realized he was in imminent danger and needed to get out at any cost. Oh my God.
Big uppercut. Anderson didn't want one.
Can't
but that distraction allowed Gallows to take over.
Watch out.
And there's a boot to Sheamus right to the jaw. And suddenly the challengers have an opportunity perhaps to knock off the tag team champions. I should say Anderson and Gallows against Cesaro and Sheamus for the tag team titles.
Before we went to break, we saw the educated feet of Luke Gallows on display, completely turning the tides of the matchup.
We are counting our way down to the Royal Rumble, just about 51 minutes away from the 30th annual event.
Key opening here for Cesaro. They try to roll over and tag in Sheamus.
Cesaro was slightly disoriented, started climbing in the wrong direction.
Gallows trying to prevent Cesaro from making the tag in the corner. Cesaro, though, rolls through, tag made. Here comes the Celtic Warrior. And Sheamus, former Money in the Bank ladder match winner, former Royal Rumble match winner, former world champion. And look at him go.
And professional wealth giver, too.
And here's Sheamus.
Wow.
It wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
There you go.
And now 10 beats to the Bowdrin. And Gallows is going to feel these clubbing blows.
This is why Sheamus is one of the most hardest hitting superstars in all of the WWE.
No doubt about that. He even goes up to the top rope as he does here.
Whoa.
Sheamus with a big clothesline off the top rope isn't enough to retain the tag team titles in a near fall for Sheamus.
I can only imagine the sight of the Celtic Warrior flying through the air from the top rope, coming right at you. It's got to be like standing underneath a piano falling out of the sky.
Things nightmares are made of. Cesaro.
Big double team. Is that enough for Cesaro and Sheamus to knock off Anderson and Gallows, and somehow Luke Gallows stays in the match?
Notice how Cesaro used his body to hook both of Gallows' legs, trying to get any sort of advantage in the cover, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Oh, I think we know what Cesaro's thinking here.
They do the old Texas swing here in San Antonio. Tag made to Carl Anderson. Oh, and Anderson just ran into Sheamus with that big boot. And Cesaro, though, follows it up with an uppercut.
Cesaro was able to sidestep Anderson. I think the boot was intended for Cesaro, but it landed on Sheamus. There's a cover.
Anderson using the ropes to his advantage, and there's where the second referee comes into play. Anderson may have stolen there, but the second referee didn't allow it to happen. There's the uppercut, Cesaro. Kick out by Anderson, an air fall.
Two very close calls for both Cesaro and Anderson.
Yeah, Cesaro thought he had Anderson pinned off that wicked uppercut, but Carl Anderson able to kick out. And now going for the Gotch neutralizer. Oh, lands on his feet. Anderson dropped toe hold by Cesaro.
I have a feeling.
This is what you call calling an audible.
Here comes Cesaro. Swiss 1-9.
And now Cesaro going to climb up to the top rope. Cross body, lateral press, hook to the leg, kick out at 2.5. So close for Cesaro.
I think Anderson may have surprised himself that he was able to kick out. High impact cross body. The Swiss Superman soaring through the sky of San Antonio.
Notice Cesaro has not lost his focus, keeping his eyes on Anderson. Maybe, nope.
Great counter by Anderson. Backslide.
And Anderson caught Cesaro with an uppercut of his own. And there's one by Cesaro.
You want to trade uppercuts with Cesaro.
Anderson is tough as they come, though. Boot to Luke Gallows. Spine buster by Anderson. Trying to win the tag team gold. Cesaro at 2.
Anderson calling for the big man.
Could be magic killer time.
We'll be looking at new champions.
And Sheamus, though.
Oh! Cesaro into a swinging feet. My God!
One of the officials knocked down inadvertently by a bro kick. And now Cesaro looking for the swing.
Third attempt is the charm.
The second official's taking over control inside of the ring.
That's a welcome sight for Cesaro, who may be on the verge of putting Carl Anderson away.
Looking for the sharpshooter on Anderson.
It's locked in.
Sharpshooter, center of the ring. Anderson with nowhere to go. And now Carl Anderson in deep, deep trouble as Cesaro sits out. Anderson trying to force himself to the bottom rope to force a break here. Anderson's almost there. Cesaro trying to drag him back to the center of the ring.
Great ring awareness.
Oh, but look out.
Kick. And now, looking for the victory. It'll win the tag team titles, and Sheamus breaks it up.
Just in the nick of time with Sheamus.
And now the brawling begins.
This thing's breaking down in a hurry. I'm starting to wish we had 4 or 5 referees out here.
Now Sheamus taking out Carl Anderson.
Oh, careful.
You got to be very careful there. And Gallows, though, got Sheamus with a kick. And now Gallows and Anderson with a magic killer. Cesaro, legal man. Anderson is 2. Anderson's got the tights. Anderson's got the tights. It doesn't matter. They win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new Raw Tag Team Champions, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
Anderson and Gallows finally get it done. They win tag team gold for the first time in their WWE career.
Come on, Cole, too sweet me. This is a great moment for Gallows and Anderson. Well deserved. Now all the doubters can shut up. They've done it all over the globe. They're legends in Japan, and now Gallows and Anderson are your Raw Tag Team Champions.
I can't believe it. I mean, earlier in the match, it was deja vu all over again. Going for the magic killer. Sheamus was there right in time, but the first official taken out by that bro kick.
And the second official would have to come into the ring now. And then chaos ensued.
History nearly repeated itself. Sheamus was hitting anything that moved, almost included the referee. Gallows on point with a wicked boot. It was time to kill the magic.
And magic killer. And then Cesaro is the legal man, as is Anderson. Referee's view was obstructed. Used them. And Carl Anderson using the tights brings tag team gold to Anderson and Gallows.
You gotta wonder if that second official had still been present. Would Carl Anderson, would Gallows be the tag team champion?
Stop it with your hypotheses and your hypothetical, Saxton. Live in the reality. We got new tag champs.